Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Boy!
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Hello, and good evening. Welcome to the After Hours episode 72. I'm Carlos Silva talking with you all the way here from Miami. And tonight, gonna be joined by him, all the way from Kentucky.
Glass is half full.
Oh, jeez! Mr. Puddles, Collin Kendall.
I'm gonna have to show up with an umbrella one of these weeks.
And all the way from the motherland, from Orlando, our buddy, Mr.
It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic.
Jason Canapp, Mr. Magic.
Well, hello there, everybody. That's not creepy at all.
Less
Welcome
creepy
to the
than what you just did.
Buddies, let's talk Disney. How are you guys? Everything okay?
Well, everything's
I'm
fine.
here.
How about you?
It is. Oh, I'm having a blast. It's so good when everything's running perfectly.
You said you went
Those rare moments when things actually work as planned.
Oh, it's so good when you start to enjoy, doing the show without thinking about, paying attention to other things. Hi to everyone. Very special week. There's some few things that we'd like to share with in terms of news. There's some things that we have in a very special top 10 list. We also do have over under. We have
Bringing back some oldies.
amazing top 3, and also what's that sound for sure. But what we're going to do right now is start with our hello. And it's our hello time. Let me just, it's going to, it's loud, it's loud.
But it sounds great to
Too
me.
loud, you're too old.
Colin, we need to say hello to.
We've got Peter Mino, Megan Kirsch, good to see you. Sarah Danielle Collins, Caleb, it's always good to see you, buddy. Valerie Siddle, Kelly Lawrence, Jason, who do you see?
I see Michael Riley, Wendy Sager, Heather Demmett, it's great to see you. Chris Shepard, welcome.
Greg Dykes.
Greg Dykes, also John from across the pond. Welcome back, buddy.
John.
We missed you.
Yes.
Missed you.
Mark Jones is here.
You said Greg Dykes.
Joe
Joe
Logan.
Logan. John Yels. Where am I missing?
Butch Rosenthal.
Butch from Baltimore. Good to see you, buddy. All the cool kids are here.
Heather. All the cool kids are back. Good. Laura Roberts. John House. Everybody here, thank you for showing up. It's so important for us, you being with us. And what is
Chris from California jumping in here.
Oh really? Chris Black is here. Good. Hi buddy. And but what is really important, bye to the song. Bye.
Chicago
Yes,
Mike.
thank
Good
you.
to see you. Chicago also / Kentucky Mike.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Mike is here. Oh yes, Mike is here. Hello buddy, how are you?
In there. Yeah, just like they like to sneak
Hello.
in sometimes. If we miss saying hi to you, it's Colin's fault.
Yeah,
Probably is.
And if you're watching us and you're kind of quiet right now, and don't be afraid. Please show up in the comments. We would love to hear where you're from. This is an amazing community. Please take the opportunity.
Even Mary.
Hi, Mary.
They only bite a little.
Sarah is here too. I think I said it before. Let me just remember to grab this moment and to smash the like button and to it's so important for us that you share, that you like this video and you share. You don't have an idea how much is important for us.
I think they do. I think they understand.
Because if you're not sharing, Facebook is not doing that for us. Facebook is not doing that for us. So,
I think we've talked about it this week.
yeah. But I'm still frustrated.
I know you're frustrated.
I'm
feel your
frustrated.
pain.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Yeah, it's not fair.
It's okay.
Not fair. And I think I'm gonna ask in the community, how is your, if everybody has a username or it is log into to YouTube, because YouTube is not YouTube is not unfair with us. No.
But everybody's on Facebook right now.
Yeah.
Fun.
Okay.
Dancing the Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
That's a sad
He is
dance, I'm
dancing. Yeah. He is the one
He
dancing.
borderlines on not human.
He is the one dancing,
It's like
buddy.
doing the shuffle. It's like doing the shuffle.
But it's really important for you to share, to spread the word about the after hours. Let's talk Disney. But buddies,
Yes.
who is the first one to answer me? Now is the time.
Now's the best time.
No,
I'm trying.
yeah. Yes, Peter Meaning is asking, are you asking for after hours evangelists? Yes, definitely. We need that.
It would help. We might send them out
Ambassadors.
in bikes and white shirts.
Ambassadors. We need
Proselytizers.
yes, we need ambassadors. Tá?
You can knock on doors. That's okay in our book. We'll get you a flyer.
And John is saying, I'll add you to the tube crowd too. Great to see you again. Good. One thing, news. The news. There's some special news that I separated to discuss with you guys. In terms of the tone of the news, I think it's a good week. But
Tone meter is at an 8.
and in some cases, I'm
better
bringing
than the normal
I'm bringing news that I will need your help to kind of understand. And the first thing is this one.
Called a cucumber.
Now,
Or a coconut.
Disney Very Merry's After Hours sold out for the highest price at night closest to Christmas.
I'm surprised it took this long, to be quite honest.
Good for them.
Yeah. It's one of those things.
No, but
if you
the
want to
whole-
go, you're going to have to pay for it now.
The whole thing,
It's a neat event, though. I mean,
the whole
at
thing
least
I
the
need to
previous
bring
years.
is particular to our colleagues, is that there's something called price elasticity.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Of
That
demand.
is-
Price elasticity of demand. Yep.
That's
Yes,
being
it's there.
tested, and Disney is getting it right up to now, and it's testing, and it's getting it right.
Yeah. Well, the percentage game works in your favor eventually. I mean, there's a lot of people with a substantial amount of money that they're willing to spend that are still going to the parks despite everything. So, I mean, if you
And-
have it and you want to do it,
And
who are we to tell you that you shouldn't? I mean,
and what we're talking about is actually an after hours. Well, it's an after hours event.
we didn't even get invited. That's
And
just
we're not invited yet, but after, which means yes, this is the whole principle of those events, is that you're paying to get an access to a park that is going to be empty, and you can enjoy enjoy
emptier than usual, we
Yes.
should say.
No,
Because we
but
don't know
it's-
what the Christmas one's going to look like yet.
But I don't expect something
Generally,
to be and I had the opportunity to experience after hours events before, and I was really pleased with it, but it was before the whole thing.
I've heard pretty good things about the Halloween one this year, as expensive as it was too. It was a little cheaper than the Christmas one, but still, Christmas one's always provided a pretty good value
But-
too, because you do get some food and stuff.
but
But I don't, is that a thing this year too?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
And I need your help to refresh my mind. Before everything stopped and everything changed.
Big pause button.
Which was the average price for an after-hours event at Magic Kingdom?
The last
95?
one I did was...
Considering I've never been to one, I don't
Really?
know. I've never done an after
It-
hours.
it was-
Well, the only
'Cause
one
you
I
know
had
I'm
done
cheap.
was when they first did Villains After Hours. It was known as the most expensive one, and that AP price was about 95. I think retail was like 117,
Yes,
120,
AP
somewhere in there.
AP 95. Well, let's see.
Yeah, and
let-
people lost their mind about that, but it was worth it in my opinion. I mean, especially
Yeah.
at the discounted price.
That one that was sold out is $249.
Yeah, they've doubled literally, and they used to be cheaper than that. The normal
Gosh,
after
you
hours
could build a
events were-
lightsaber for that kind of money.
You can, and you get to take it home.
It is surprised me, but I cannot criticize an executive
No, I mean,
decision
if
on
people,
that.
if people are gonna pay it,
If
I
they're
mean, you might as
paying.
well. I mean,
Yeah, if
and it's
they're
only
paying.
in all fairness, it's only that week of the year that it's that expensive. The other Christmas parties are cheaper as you get further away from Christmas.
Oh yeah, from the 95
Yeah.
they went to 169.
Yeah. Which is still, I mean, $30 across a whole family. I mean, it does make a difference if there's 4 or 5 of you, but still, it's expensive no matter what.
Yeah, buddies. The next one I have to bring, and then actually there's a little extra comment that I would do. That is that today there was the official opening for the Walt Disney World Swan Reserve Hotel. Now it's open.
Yeah. I can't wait
Now,
to see this.
and now
place.
it's open. Actually, I'm gonna be sleeping there next Thursday.
I don't
And
really have any interest in watching you sleep, but I would like to see.
I don't know. You never know. Could be interesting.
But that will lead me to say to everybody about one thing that we forgot to put in a card. But as I mentioned, next week I will be sleeping there on Thursday night, because Thursday night we're not gonna be doing our after hours show, but we're going to do our after hours show Wednesday starting 9 p.m. So next week we're gonna use the emergency exit day that we have when there's conflict of scheduling, and we're going for a 9 p.m. Wednesday show. So we're gonna advise everybody to remember that before, but be prepared, okay? And
But while you're on Swan and Dolphin for a second, I have to say, right now, it's probably one of the most intriguing resorts that a lot of people are overlooking as far as a price point. I mean, it is significantly cheaper than a lot of the Walt Disney World resorts going through the rest of the fall, Thanksgiving, Christmas. If you can find a room, you're talking up to 50% difference than what you would pay to stay on property at an equivalent resort. Because it is pretty much in that deluxe tier. But, I mean, obviously Swan Reserve is going to be high because it just opened, but Swan and Dolphin regular rooms, back the
just
last
have to
visit
make
I
a
stayed
note.
there was, well, I mean, substantially less.
Yeah.
I'm writing onto my
I-
official paper towel.
I don't know why, Colin. The only surprise that I got was I did that reservation a few weeks ago, and I was trying to see if I could add up, like, on Friday, because Friday I'm supposed to change to another hotel where we're gonna have the Momentum event with Lou there, but the Lou. Monjaro.
Oh, yeah, right. Got it.
But I was even considering, it's after the event, going there for an extra night in reserve just to stay another day there. But the prices change a lot.
And the week before Christmas, I know, is already sold out. I
Yeah.
had already looked at that.
But in the middle of the week, you could find prices below the 300s.
Yeah.
Below the
And
300s.
that's the thing. I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at if you can
walking
find a
in
yacht or
last
beach
week.
club room right now, you're talking $600-700. So for a third of a mile further away on the same loop with Epcot and Hollywood Studios, I mean, it's very difficult to beat. Even when you factor in resort fees and stuff. It's a great resort for the money.
And I promise everybody that we'll do a video from the inside of the hotel, from the room, to show everybody, to our after hours community. The other thing about the hotel that I need to add on, but it's not open yet, there's no much detail, is It's Amari. Amari is the Mediterranean restaurant. It will be a signature restaurant in the Walt Disney World Resort.
When are we going?
Yes, I was trying to make a reservation because
do it.
Oh, and I would do it.
It's not open. I don't think any reservations or anything.
Open it.
And I hope that Collin could be here, but I will do it with you.
No, we don't need Collin
I would do it with
usually
you,
how it
Jason, because I would never go to a place like that without being with you.
Well, that's appropriate.
They're the same
Unlike
thing.
Jason, who goes everywhere.
Yeah,
else.
yes.
Right. Well, the rule doesn't work in both. I mean, it's one direction. Like the band.
But Amari is a Mediterranean with is a twist on Greek and a little bit of Middle Eastern. I like that. I think it's a good addition.
It's like the Donnie and Marie of restaurants.
What?
Yeah, like a little country, a little rock and roll is like a little Greek and a little.
Okay.
That's probably what they call me and Jason when we go anywhere. A little bit of country, a little bit of rock and roll.
Yeah, okay. The chance that anyone's referring to me as rock and roll is slim to none, but definitely
Country and a little
for you.
jazz, baby.
Oh, yes. A little nutty.
Little clowny and a
Little circus.
Okay. Ready for another piece of news? That is a little bit worrisome, and I think that Jason will be a little bit, I will not say upset, but he will be worried. There was Tower of Terror is closed since yesterday, and actually
this was random.
they broke a hole. They teared up the wall to do something.
Rapidly.
Yes.
Like, I mean, the crane went up in like a day, and then there was a big hole in the side of the
Are
building.
we sure that doesn't like normally just open? I mean,
No.
It could, but they've taken it out if that's
No,
the
but-
case.
yeah.
Because
but-
there's like a sheet over it.
But yes, you're right. It is a wall in that building that is supposed they're supposed to tear it down to gain access whenever they need it. Okay. So yes, you're
but
right.
then they just plaster back over or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is
And the
actually
weird thing about all this is like they're doing this right after they had started the projection show.
Yeah.
So it's got to be
and they're-
necessity.
And not with
Yeah.
a scrim of any sorts either. It's kind
Right.
of like,
Yeah, it's like they just
Yeah.
built it for this one square to fix something. Like,
yeah, and it's my favorite attraction. So
odd.
for it to be out of
totally
action,
unannounced too.
yeah.
right? It wasn't on the they had the calendar of
Yeah, the rehab
attractions that are gonna be down,
calendar,
but
yeah.
no, not at all. So that I hope it's back up soon. Maybe it's already back up.
There was no news up to now. What it is
I've not heard
important.
anything.
What is important to mention, in Collin and Jason, that is information that I got collected from forums, some discussion forums, and with cast members. It seems that they did a cable change, something like 1 month ago,
But they don't use a cable.
but they used that expression. So I don't know what it is, if it's a cable change for the, and that
Could be
during
return the cable or
and-
something
and-
odd.
during that maintenance, that actually there was a shutdown of that attraction a month ago. They found out something they needed to take care. So that's why it is not that there is something that happened.
Preventative in nature.
Yes.
But yeah, more
So
immediate.
They plan it. They plan it for a month, and they're doing that.
Okay.
Okay. Let's continue to be in Hollywood Studios, and I have something to share to you. Also, is this place here, Walt Disney Presents Theater, where you have One Man's Dream. Well, they're not presenting One Man's Dream, the movie, for a while. Actually, you're gonna have everything in the queue that is normal, the Walt Disney memorabilia and things like that. But when you go inside the movie theater, you're gonna watch Eternals exclusive sneak peek.
Just kind of weird to me.
You know, I kind of understand that, and I kind of understand.
No.
You know,
No. There's a perfectly good theater that they're not even. Right, remember the theater where they would show the Star Wars thing?
Oh,
Like,
you're
use
right.
That theater.
You're right. You're
It's
right.
perfectly good theater just sitting right
You're
there.
right.
They
Don't
are.
take Walt
They're doing
off-
that weird potato thing in there, aren't
Touch
they?
Walt. No. That's the other theater. That's the theater. That's where the Mickey, Minnie, no. That's
there
the
was a
vacation
Star Wars thing
theater.
in that too at one point.
No. But there's a over at the there's isn't there a theater down at the other end?
Oh,
like by,
yes. Yeah, the
Yes.
old lunch bay area. Yeah.
Yes.
There is.
Do that
Yes.
in there.
There's two, actually, I believe.
You can make it Eternal's Courtyard for all I care.
But you know one thing.
Leave it. Leave Walt. For goodness sake, Walt Disney people.
And
Walt
I don't know.
Disney.
I don't know if you ever run into that guy. He's always there in front of the. He's the guy that's always responsible for that entrance. Is
Never seen him in my life.
He's a really sweet cast member. You know, it's amazing. I already have him on video because he's always so cordial and so happy to see you.
That's saying a lot when Carlos is coming your way.
No, his reaction was always great particularly when you're doing live shows. It's always great. But the reason yes,
I don't get it.
Come on, get up.
I mean,
Get it.
it makes
Just
no
go to the
sense to
movie,
me.
people. The movie came out. It's out. It's in the theaters. Cinepolis has it. The what's the place at Disney? AMC, whatever that place is. They all have it. Just go see the movie.
It's
Don't go
already
to the
out,
theme
isn't
park.
it?
Don't go to the theme park to see a preview. Just go to the movie, people, and see Walt where he should be.
You know one thing. We don't know how long it's going to be there. Could be only for a week. I don't know. Could because
You know, funny enough,
Get
I
Jeff,
think- I think
somebody
the-
get somebody get Jeff on the line.
who is Jeff?
Jeff Vale. He's
Oh,
he's not taking
no,
my-
he's going to
not
be
taking
back.
my call. Somebody
He's-
get Jeff on the line.
He's going to be back. He's going to be back pretty soon. The show.
somebody brings you a phone, I'm gonna dial after you.
Yeah. I'm gonna scream from here. But one thing, Colin, you got it right because Friday is they're gonna have the premiere of the movie, and I have some.
Isn't there one tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think there is a premiere tonight. Yeah.
And what they're doing is that Friday is tomorrow.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, now I'm kind of lost. Today's Thursday. Today's after
We do
hours
the
day.
show on
Well,
Thursdays,
welcome to
by
the show.
But the whole I'm a kind of a Marvel fan, but I was never a comic book geek. But I always loved
Never knew this was a thing.
Spider-Man, Captain America, Thor. But those guys, Eternals, I don't have a clue what they are, and they're gonna be the thing for this phase.
They're not the Thing. They're the Eternals. Thing's
Yeah.
a different character.
Oh yeah, but
That's
they're
not
gonna
Disney.
they're gonna rule. They're gonna
Yes,
rule.
it is. Actually, turns
They're
out.
gonna rule the whole phase now, and my concern is that my attachment to them is not that big. So I hope. Let's see what's going to happen. It is something that I really, I have no idea.
No thoughts
idea.
about it whatsoever,
Yeah,
other
I
than
have
the
no
fact
idea.
that I know nothing about it.
But talking about movies, today we have some breaking news.
Yes, we do.
Gal Gadot will play Evil Queen in Disney's live-action Snow White. Oh yes. Give me that apple.
His fan.
No problem. Yeah.
I love her work.
Oh yes. Buddies, I think it's great. She's going to be an amazing
we go back
Evil
to
Queen. What a with a queen.
Why am I the only one that's not married, that's not having a hard time with this?
Great choice. But you know, I don't know the person who's going to be
Snow White.
cast as Snow White. Yeah, that
Yes.
I need to look up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned about the Seven Dwarves.
Okay. John was making a comment. Oh, it's not about the Evil Queen. It's not a sacrilege at all.
disappointed in you,
No.
John.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the apple. No problem. Jody Rice says, all I want is any of them to die. Oh, we're talking about the Eternals.
There's
Yeah.
a little asterisk next to the Eternals with a little asterisk. If you look close,
Ish
close,
is what it says.
Yeah,
They're not
Eternals.
eternal.
Ish.
Okay.
Okay.
It's hard to top.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah. Wonder Woman meets
Marvel?
Eve-
Not really, but Disney.
Wonder Woman meets Evil Queen. Oh no, it's perfect.
I feel like she's coming over to the Marvel side now, though, right? Because like she did the
Sorta.
DC thing, and now she's with Disney, and then only just one step away she'll be with Marvel.
Joe Logan is saying, "I'll take a poison apple from her anytime. Me too. Stay on the queue."
Carlos bought his genie pass for that.
I have a instant access that I bought. There's a queue already.
Oh, wait till they come out with the special bands with her on it.
Really?
And then I can get one for each
Carlos is
hand, and
gonna
I can be
buy
like
one for
Wonder
each
Woman.
day.
Okay, let's move ahead. And I have something from good news, amazing news from what happened to Jason? Okay,
Didn't fix it.
amazing news from Adventures by Disney.
No?
Okay, Adventures by Disney just announced
I heard a little something about this.
a new cruise. You know those special cruise that we mentioned some shows ago, the one for Antarctica, but there's a new one now.
Oh.
That is the one for the Arctic.
Oh, this is not what I heard about, but I want to hear more.
This is and take a look. It's the Arctic Expedition Cruise. It's actually is the
It's
part.
a little cheaper than the other one.
Yeah, it is.
Not much, but
It is, and there are actually just two departures. The one is in June. One in June is actually a 10 days experience, and one in July. But there's something amazing about the one in July.
You get iced in? Oh, no, that wouldn't happen in
it's
July.
the warmest Antarctica will ever be.
Joe Rody, not
Oh.
Joe Rody, will be in the July departure for the
How does
whole
that work?
Well,
adventure.
He flies to the cruise terminal.
No, that's
and
not what I meant. He just got canned, didn't he? Or quit. I guess
No,
he
but,
technically retired.
No, but I think he likes the whole idea of the Disney adventure, and he's going to be
Oh,
in
I
the
love Joe Rody. Don't get me wrong, but he doesn't work for them anymore.
No, but he's going to be there.
Yes, he
and,
does
and,
now.
and one thing, buddies, I like the whole idea. And take a look to the itinerary. There's another good thing, because it always starts in Oslo, in Norway. Da 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 da. You know what?
How does that work?
What is that? What is that?
Aha.
Well, you see, Colin, Norway is all the way
It's
up
a
there.
long way away from Antarctica.
No, it's Arctic.
Arctic. It's Arctic.
This is
It's the North Pole.
Oh,
We're not-
okay. Okay,
we're not
good.
talking- yeah.
The Antarctic
other
was
one's
already
Antarctica,
a thing.
isn't it?
Yeah, that was Antarctic was already a thing. This is the Arctic.
Yeah.
This is just
Okay, I thought there was
ice.
another
There's no
one.
land
Okay,
there.
I'm on track now. We're good.
But-
Although there is land where they're going, but this is.
But
that's a long flight.
it starts and it ends in Oslo, because what they're doing is they're going to Svalbard, which
Where's
is
my globe?
Svalbard is the northernmost settlement it belongs to Norway. So the whole thing is that you take a flight from Oslo to that island, to that island chain, and there you get to the cruise that will, for 10 days, will cruise around those islands. You have experiences like seeing walrus, seeing whales, polar bears. Forget about penguins. You're gonna see polar bears. It is so much interesting. I think I love that.
Yeah, you can watch the polar bear cling to the ice as it's melting.
And it's
Boy, don't be a Debbie Downer.
and again and I'll tell you one thing. It starts and it ends in in Oslo, and Heather just say, "Aha! I get it now. Yes, aha! Take on me."
Take on me.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing. It is. I'll tell you one thing is true. Oslo is one of the most beautiful cities that I've ever been. It is not a. It's large enough for you to have a lot of things to do, but it's cozy enough for you to feel great there. Walking around is amazing. Everybody's beautiful. Norwegian, everybody's
Sounds
beautiful.
like a place I need to
You
go.
know, the babies are beautiful. The kids are beautiful. The guys are beautiful. The girls are beautiful. The old people are beautiful. Everybody's beautiful. It is amazing there. Norway is always amazing.
So the three of us would stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
You're not from around here.
No, they're totally outsiders.
They just hear me talk and say, "Where are you from?"
Where are the penguins?
Yes, Michael, they're still around. Aha is still around, and they're in Oslo. Yeah. Oh yes, even the ugly people are beautiful. Yes. Peter, you're right. Oslo is amazing. It's an amazing town. So starting and finishing there, I think it is.
Finishing. I see what you did there.
No, it is.
That was terrible.
No. But you can add up, or you can increase your, when you start the days there, you spend some day in that town. That is amazing. So, and you have that experience.
I'm just disappointed there's not a cheaper way to get to Antarctica. I was really excited about that for a minute.
Carlos, you're unfortunately
there is
sponsored by
one
the
to go
people. Yeah.
There is an expedition to Antarctica. There's it's that one that leaves.
Yeah,
from,
it's like 20 grand.
No, it wasn't that much. No, it
Oh,
wasn't that
okay.
much.
Maybe it
No,
wasn't as
pretty
bad
good.
as I remember it being.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
And let's go to the last piece of news. And what I bring in is something that actually it's going to be published later on tonight or tomorrow morning. It all depends. It is that we're going to have our second edition of the After Hours Gazette.
Yeah.
And
Colin Hay.
this time, it is a really simple, because I don't want to spoil that much, so it's going to be only a few words that I have to share with that. But the whole thing is talking about Collin Hay. Collin Hay is the
Not
leader,
to be confused with me.
and Collin Hay is the
I love Colin Hay.
leader.
Men at Work?
Yes, for Men at Work. He's Scottish. And everybody think that he's from Australia.
He's originally from Scotland, but he
Yeah.
moved as a child
to Australia.
Yeah.
But the whole
It's
thing
kind of
here,
like the Bee Gees in reverse.
yes. But the whole thing here,
That's a cool accent.
you're totally right in that sense. It's in reverse. And one thing is, what I'm recommending here is not actually Colin's songs and music.
It's
But
his
it's-
facial cream.
No, it is. It is a documentary.
Beard wax.
A documentary that is unbelievable. It is.
Just make sure, folks, so if you read this article from the Gazette and you do watch the documentary, and if you do then advise friends or family that they should watch the documentary, be sure to give proper credit to Carlos,
the After Hours
because
Gazette.
otherwise he will find you and he will haunt you.
He burst through the door like the
He
Kool-Aid
knows.
man.
He knows.
Look,
He always knows.
you know, saw who showed up is our friend Claire. Claire. So
Claire
we
from
do
Mexico.
have Claire from Mexico. Yes, we do. We have John from UK and Claire from Mexico. Yeah. But one thing. So the whole idea of the After Hour Gazette is to give referrals of special things, and this documentary, even if you don't like his songs, even if you're not interested about Men at Work and his songs, don't worry.
If you have no taste.
Don't worry. It is such a uplifting and amazing documentary that you should watch.
Where can we find this Gazette article?
It's going to be published in our After Hours community, in the After Hours community, or tonight or tomorrow morning. Now depends if I can turn off
They
things.
should
Everything.
turn on the notifications, maybe.
Yes, they should
Good
turn.
idea.
Yes, that's pretty important. Okay. Hola.
Do you have a sombrero on? If
And
not, I'm going to be
talking
disappointed.
about the After Hour Gazette, and after that I have to publish after the show, I have to tell everybody that don't miss the Marvel video by the end of the show.
Yeah.
There's a
Right. If you leave early, you miss the Ferris Bueller moment.
Yes, you're
I
gonna
like to
miss.
say it's eternal.
Yeah, you're gonna miss. You're gonna miss a lot. You're gonna miss a lot. But one thing that I had prepared here, and I like to show to you guys. Where?
No.
Oh, it's right here. It was right here. There is something that Jason brought to our attention. That is actually the tram watch.
Yes, tram watch.
Where
477. This is day 477 of tram watch.
yes,
We're still waiting.
It's still not there.
We're still waiting.
and that inspired us to do something. What happened? That inspired us to something, and I need to warn you guys. Let me just get ready here, get pre-ready. Because do you know what I do have here in my right hand?
Is it a little tram?
A copy of tonight's top 10 list. Tonight's top 10 list is devoted to this.
He's so
I'm sure.
proud of
I'm
himself
pretty sure
for
that
this.
was in the Contemporary Resort lobby. That picture.
Yeah.
Yes, it's on the escalator before you go up to the monorail.
It's a
Close to that restaurant that I never been to, and
They're going to be wrapping the monorails in them soon.
Close to the restaurant, and nobody invite me to go with. How about that? Mary saying the tram situation is embarrassing. There's anything? Chris Shepard, our buddy Chris Shepard, said 477 days. Yeah. 0 days without the Jurassic Park reference. And but our topic for tonight's top 10 is top 10 reasons why the parking lot trams are not back. So we're gonna be doing. Let me see. I'm gonna be democratic, and I'm gonna choose. So it's going to be
As the wheels fall off this show.
Jason, Collin. I'm gonna switch. The last week was Collin, Jason, so it's Jason,
Collin. Hey.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of Collins.
Wish I could sing like that.
Jason, are you ready for
Sure. Yes.
number 10?
Number 10. Walking under the Florida sun has been shown to increase thirst and revenue.
Collin, number 9.
The trams were disturbing the migration of indigenous animals.
What?
Number 8.
It's part of Disney's effort to curb global CO2 emissions. Also, the tax credits are sweet.
Number 7.
Melting sneaker soles reduces the need to repave the asphalt.
True. Very true.
Number 6.
It's the best warm-up for a day of walking in the parks.
Number 5.
Improves t-shirt sales at the front of park shops.
And this is a sound effect that is going to keep being used a lot with Disney.
He's proud of that.
Number 4.
Guests get to live out their dream of being in a Frogger-like experience.
Number 3.
2 words. Preferred parking.
Again. Number 2.
Too many guest complaints about the lack of French dialogue.
Vive la République, vive la France.
And the number 1 of the top 10 reasons why the parking lot trams are not back is. You ready, Collin?
Jeff Vale didn't think you would notice.
It's got to be.
Explain me that. Can you explain that?
Which part? Which one?
The Jeff, this one here.
Jeff Vail is the president of Walt Disney World.
I know, but
He didn't think you'd notice that they didn't bring the trams back.
okay, but there was something that there was
why would you complain
before.
about it?
No, there was something that was related to something that he said before. That was a plan that probably the trams would not be back and it would be good. I saw something like that. I saw a post or something like that. I don't know. Maybe
I don't know. I mean, I shared the inside picture with you that
Okay.
where he was he kind of discussing his tram plans, but yeah.
Okay. So
But you
that
didn't. I know you're not sharing that. I know it's very sensitive. Yeah.
No. But
It's delicate info.
I'll share it with the group later.
yes, please do that. So
Yeah.
it's another thing that is good because only if you're in the after hours community you will be able to see something so sensitive like that. That's important. And that.
It's Carlos's new ringtone every time he gets a text message.
No, it's not mine. It's Bob Chapek's. Buddies, but I need to remember everybody that is watching us that please, if you like in the show, if you like it, like and share. Don't forget to like and share. Don't forget that we need that help from you, and we need also, if you're in YouTube, we need you to subscribe us and to like the video and to click on the little bell.
Click on the things.
Yes. Okay.
All the things.
And
Your like and share train didn't
Push
have
all
a
the. It's
horn
like
at the
pretend
end.
it's
I'm a little
Smuggler's Run.
disappointed.
Pretend you just push all the buttons.
but let me tell you one thing. This episode of Top 10 List was brought to you by Jason Canapp.
Wow.
And he did not send me any cards.
You know the story. You know the drill. Thank you for this this opportunity to talk about myself and Here with the Magic. Three things. Number one, if you're not familiar with the Soundscapes podcast, you might want to get yourself familiar with the podcast. That's last week's card, but that's okay. When we went to Port Orleans, I didn't get Carlos a new card, but if I had, he would be showing this beautiful card for this week's episode, which is of Tomorrowland.
Oh,
Where we get to explore Tomorrowland.
You
hear the cue of Space Mountain,
Three,
the loading,
three,
the tram, the people mover rather. I said tram. Look what I did there. With the people, you won't hear. If you could hear the sound of a tram, it'd be amazing. But the people mover and yada yada. It's a lot of
Sounds
fun.
like Diesel.
Check it out wherever you get your podcast. Apple Podcast, Spotify, Podcast, Ponto Podcast, all the podcasts. Search for Soundscapes Here with the Magic. Also, there's this little thing called the Morning Minute.
No, oh yeah.
Well, there's also the lunch break.
Yeah.
The last week. Like a Morning Minute. Instagram, YouTube, 8 a.m. YouTube.com/Here with the Magic. Instagram.com/Here with the Magic. 8 a.m. every weekday morning. Just a little 1 minute video to start your day right, finish your day right, recenter yourself in the middle of the day, whatever it takes, people. There's like 150-ish episodes at this point. It's a lot of minutes. If you need them, you got them right there. And then finally, the lunch break tomorrow, which I don't have a card for. I didn't share this with Carlos, but that's okay. Tomorrow we're going to be heading over to the Magic Kingdom, where I hear it's beginning to look a lot like a certain holiday over there, and we're going to just do a little walk around. And it might rain. Tut, how does it say? Tut tut. I think there's rain. Tut tut. I think there's rain. It might happen.
I don't know if that's a song.
No, it's from Winnie the Pooh. Tut, tut, I think it's right. Anyway, it'll be fun. Magic Kingdom is, I think, my favorite park. I used to think it was Animal Kingdom, but now I think it's Magic Kingdom for my favorite park to be in the rain.
Oh yes.
I really like it. It's beautiful. It's just like, I think maybe it's all the puddles. Maybe it just reminds me of Collin.
No, and you have much more shelter too.
Well, no, but I mean, it's just beautiful. I mean, it's just there's a certain beauty to it.
Yeah, you're right.
And,
It's a whole lot better than being on the back of the World Showcase in the rain.
there is that aha. There is that aha cover when you're crying in the rain. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. That's it. Well, thank you for that opportunity.
Thank you, buddy. So, Collin, I have to ask you something. I have to.
Oh,
You have to help me one thing. Now is the time.
Maybe now is the best time.
And tonight's over under is
Keep playing the music.
it is brought to you by Collin Kendall, because Collin was the one who developed the experience that we're gonna have today. I'm already aware of the prices, so I'm not supposed to be involved in that. Jason doesn't have a clue, so you're gonna.
Why should today be any different?
So you're going
That's
to
true.
be helping Jason to find out which is the right price. So the whole idea is that we're gonna present you. Actually, Colin's going to present a experience, and you have to guess if the price is over or under some parameters that we're gonna be showing, some numbers we're gonna be showing. Actually,
This is
no,
gonna be really hard to guess.
no, actually not. No, we you start different. We change. Remember, I'm thinking
Yeah,
about
you just guess on the
change.
total.
You try to guess the price.
Don't change a thing
You
for
try
me.
to guess the price, and we're gonna say if it's over and under. That's it. That's it.
And to be honest, I don't know what the full total is. Carlos added that up, so if it's wrong, it's wrong. I can't help you.
I
This
know the
math
price.
may not be great.
Thanks God I know the price, because I can see from here, because I didn't took a note, but I can see here from the here. I can see here.
Good.
Collin, let's start. Let's start with and let me bring your experience, the one that you designed.
Yeah. So this is a fun one. I'm calling it the Hawaiian roller coaster ride experience for two. So we have to be cognizant of the fact that this is for two. Everything on the list is for two. So it's simple as we can make it. So we've done families before. We've done individuals before, I think. This is a rare one that it is going to include a resort stay. So let's start there, Carlos.
Oh.
Okay, so our friends from Brazil are showing up now. They're late, but they're here.
Hello,
Elena is here. Fabian is here. I saw Barbara.
We were just
too.
talking about you guys.
Yes, you were talking about
We
it.
just made it for the best part.
Yes, so let's start with the experience. Let's start with the experience.
Let's do it.
And also we talk about friends in Brazil. There are friends that are my neighbor here. Our buddy Hawaiian Chimp is here.
Hello.
Gentlemen. Yes, thank you.
They
Good
use
evening.
that word loosely around here, apparently.
But buddies, let's go to the first experience, the first part of the experience. So,
All right. So imagine you get a 2-night stay at the Polynesian in a standard view room, because it was the most reasonable and most available to get a pricing on. But this is going to be in May, so it's going to be Flower and Garden Festival. It's going to be all the fun times of year at spring at Walt Disney World, where it's just getting real warm. You're getting the feel of summer in the air, and you might feel like you're up for a little bit of an adventure to some place to cool you off, which will lead into our second part of the experience. But you do get that 2-night stay at the Polynesian. It's just been remodeled. It has some Moana accents to it. You have some Lilo and Stitch influence. You just have an all-around great resort. So we'll start there.
remember that try to start to make a note of each experience and try to total that after. But the idea is that the first one is a 2-night stay at the Polynesian with a standard view room in May.
And I should clarify, this is a non-discounted room, because there were no discount rates out when I looked this up.
So let's go to the second experience that
Indeed.
yeah, the two people will enjoy there.
All right. So the second experience is one that actually, at the moment, is not currently available, but it's something I had to feature because it made this a lot more fun, to be quite honest. And it's surfing lessons at Typhoon Lagoon, which not only includes your breakfast for the day, you get private instruction in the wave pool to learn how to surf in what I consider one of the coolest environments of Walt Disney World. And if you've never experienced Typhoon Lagoon, this water park is unlike anything else. The wave pool itself is something you have to experience physically being in the water to understand what the wave pool is capable of. But additionally, it's one-on-one instruction with some of what I would consider some of the better instructors around. 'Cause, I mean, it is in Florida, it is unique, but why is he laughing? That's never good.
Peter's just breakfast before surfing. What can I can
That's
just
true.
hear it now, like you eat breakfast
Don't
and they're
throw
like,
up and
you gotta wait for about 20 minutes before you go in.
But I love it. A private instruction.
This is one of those things
Is that
I would
Gal
like
Gadot,
to do.
or is that-
like,
is that-
hey, you never know. Luck of the draw. I mean,
Since she's on the Disney payroll now, can I request?
there you go.
So make
I
a
have a
note.
feeling it would be more than what this costs.
Make a note about the surfing lesson at Typhoon Lagoon, including breakfast.
This is a hard one to price.
For
I will
and
say.
it is-
For
it is-
two.
For two, yes. That's
Right.
No cheating.
It's important.
Right,
That's
right,
really
right, right.
important. Let's go to the third experience.
Let's do it. Okay, so once you finish your surfing lessons for the day, head back to the resort. Maybe you went to the pool for a little bit. Maybe you hung out in the lobby and just enjoyed your stay. But you also get a meal back at the resort at Ohana, which has become
dinner?
This is dinner. Yeah, this is dinner. You already got breakfast. They don't serve lunch, so you're getting dinner by default. And this is a
kinda
favorite
like
of so
lunch.
many people. They don't have lunch.
I know, but I'd like.
You surf through your lunch. Get over it.
It's clearly not my dream.
Exactly. You're getting it all.
My dream would include a snack at least.
So,
But you do. It's one of everybody's favorite meals around the parks and the resorts. I know it's a family favorite, but you also get that awesome view of the Seven Seas Lagoon, and this is a meal for two. And I will clarify, we did not include any type of alcohol in this, as that is an upcharge on the menu. So that is not included. But
I'm not going to cheat and look.
and it's funny because the rate for this has fluctuated over the years a little bit. But should we go to the last thing, Carlos?
No, it's
While
not
they're
last.
kind of figuring out. Oh, there's two more? I think there's two more, isn't there? Yeah, there is two more. Okay, we're good. I remember what the last one was. Okay, so you finished your evening. Well, the first step of finishing your evening, I should say, with a Dole Whip float that you picked up from Pineapple Lanai downstairs. So that you finished your meal at Ohana. You got your dessert there, but you wanted a little something extra. How can you go there and not get a Dole Whip? But you can walk out of the lobby, stop at Pineapple
I'm the one
Lanai.
that cannot have the Dole Whip, so I can have another one.
That's true. He has a pineapple thing.
But you know one thing. It is remember for two is a Dole Whip for two.
Right.
Indeed.
And that
So you're gonna take-
doesn't mean like. But I mean, the Dole Whip.
You're
for
not
two could
sharing
be-
it.
Okay.
Okay.
and then you have
Yeah.
the last thing here.
I do. I have one more thing, and this one's going to make it a little more tricky. But as you head back to your resort room, you have to stop by Boutique, the resident gift
Yeah.
shop at
Yeah.
the Polynesian.
I love
You're going
it.
to pick up not just a shirt. It's not going to be a Polynesian shirt because not everybody likes those as much as Jason does.
Bahamas shirt. Come on.
Well, one, because I couldn't find the price of that on the internet. And two, because there's a standardized price for men's and women's shirts at the Polynesian Resort for their t-shirt that is DVC oriented. So you're going to get a DVC Polynesian shirt to commemorate your adventure that says the Polynesian
Two
Village
shirts?
on it.
And
Well, you each get one. Yeah.
Michael, I don't have anything against Pineapple. The Pineapple has something against me.
He tends to swell.
but let's just recap.
Yeah, let's recap. Because this is a busy day. I mean, you think about it.
So we're trying to price 2-night stay at Polynesian, Center View room in May, surfing lessons at Taifa Lagoon with breakfast. Ooh, the private instruction and photos of your experience. A meal.
Yeah, that was copied and pasted from Disney's website, so I don't want to hear it.
A meal at Ohana for two. 2 Dole Whip float. And 2 for 2 Polynesian Resorts t-shirts.
One for each of you.
So,
Okay, I got my number.
are you ready?
Yep.
Guess your actual reprised guesses.
Yes.
And Carlos, make sure you know what it is, because I can't help them at the moment.
I know what it is. All right.
Okay. Let's see who
I
gets
got
there
my number.
first.
Should I tell you
You're
my
gonna have
number?
to tell them higher or lower. Yeah, go ahead, Jason.
Go ahead.
My number is $1,250.
It is.
Wait. Let's see if somebody gets it.
Okay. So but Jody is saying
They're just now coming through.
1,759.
We'll see if Jason wants to modify his answer.
Well, Jimmy's
Megan,
close. We're close.
Megan,
Jimmy and I are close.
Megan is 2190.
Oh, Claire, that's
Claire.
not
Claire, that's high.
We're talking dollars, not pounds.
1975 2738 Cub. My God, Mike Jones is saying 2649. Valerie is saying 1398.
There's a big jump between what you have and what some of them have.
That's the price including your visit. Yeah, no, that's the price. No, there would be no Dole Whip for me. 2000 is Michael Raleigh.
Expensive right now.
Kelly Lawrence saying 3987. My gosh. Yeah, well,
Kelly, no alcohol.
And remember,
There's
2
no
nights
alcohol.
at the Polynesian. 2 nights.
Right.
25.99. Well, Jason, which is
30.45.
Which is your guess?
I said 1,250, just like Carmen's answer. Yeah.
One. So it's 1,200.
$50.
It is over that.
Okay.
So by a significant margin, I believe.
But you know one thing. A lot of people.
Somebody's probably close.
A lot of them are getting really close. A lot of them.
I'm trying
are
to figure out, like, in my head, how close some of these people are, because I remember most of the prices.
They're getting really, really close.
Yeah, they are. If I remember correctly, there's a couple of them that are very close.
Very, very close. Very, very close.
Yeah. Who's the
Well-
closest you see so far, Carlos?
I cannot show that because then.
Well,
Oh,
that's
it's
okay. That's
that
part of the
close.
game.
Yes, it's really close.
Well, how are we going to figure this out? How does this?
Show somebody that's
stop
not
the
quite
madness?
as close.
I will show someone that is way over the price. Okay.
Okay. We know I'm under. 1250 is under. Okay, so 2738 is over.
Yes.
So somewhere in the middle of that. So 1675.
1675. It is under the price.
Oh, okay. Now we're cooking with gas.
It's an expensive day. 2 days, I should say.
Yeah, what do I do? I can't even afford to do anything the second day.
So
You just
better
got to
get
go
a
back
lot
to the
of-
airport that day.
our
take
friend,
these rolls home?
our friend Carmen saying 1650. It is over that. So with that price is under.
Oh, so 1675 was over. 1650 is under. That means
No.
What?
It is so the price that we're the
It's
final
under
price.
1650. You're saying no,
No, it's over that.
right? But I said 1675, and you said it was under that.
Now, that your price was still under the. Yeah.
It's
So
a confusing game.
I'm gonna bring Ryan's.
This game's so much fun.
Ryan's
Just mad
here.
because you're losing.
Ryan
I
is
think we've all
Ryan's.
lost at this point.
No, there some people that got pretty close.
Somebody got really close.
But we're all spending a lot more than we'd like
to.
to.
70-78 is what Ryan's saying, and our price actually is over that. But
Oh, that's higher than I thought it was then.
but let me bring someone that got. Let's
Find
bring
the closest one you have.
let's bring our friend. Wait for it. Our friend John, 1975.
Good year.
Our price is under that.
1973. Who was president during the price?
No, I don't know.
Was it?
No, I really don't know.
Was it John F. Kennedy? Was it like 1962?
You're thinking a lot better at history than
Was
I am.
it Eisenhower? We're talking about Truman here.
I'm
Harding?
trying- It is
Roosevelt, the first
Chrissy.
Roosevelt.
Chrissy Wiggs said 1957. It is under that.
So not Eisenhower. Okay. So is it Truman?
And if you're just tuning in, this isn't
Kelly.
a historical show.
Kelly say 1970s under that.
What, is it under 1940?
Then Dan Casaroto is saying 1907. So
I think that would be. That would be Roosevelt. Wasn't that Roosevelt in then?
1907. So it is over that.
You're within $70 of the actual.
Woodrow
retail price.
Wilson, 1914.
That was pretty close. But it's over that.
I don't have the answer, so I don't know what to do at this point.
Is it 1929?
Chris saying 1921. It is under that.
Oh, come on.
I'll show the price.
1918?
Yes, you got it.
Yeah, it's a Wilson administration. Okay. He's a Princeton grad.
And let us show.
Actually, no, he was actually a Hopkins grad. Did you know that? Did you know that Woodrow Wilson went to Johns Hopkins?
Never really cared, to be quite honest.
The Woodrow Wilson School of Government in Princeton. This is important stuff. We're learning and spending at the same time.
Yes, and the way that we got to this prices, this is the whole thing. The tricky thing is
The resort room's very expensive, for the record.
Yeah, for the 2 days.
What was that? Is everything okay there?
It was my bottle here.
Would you?
Almost falling over. His
you
metal
fall off the
ankle
chair?
giving out.
It was my bottle here. I love that. I love over and thank you, Collin. Thank you. Always good to when you bring your experiences here. And
Hopefully somebody learned something they might want to
and
try.
as was Collin that brought that experience. I have to ask Collin to present his presentation speech.
Sure, I'll keep it simple for the most part. Just head to @Guide4WW on Instagram to check that out. Same thing on Facebook. We'll get you there. Guide4WW will get you to wherever I am. Guide4WW.com will get you to the website, as you see on screen. So go check some of that out. We've got photos available for sale. We've also got other things. But more importantly today, this weekend we're doing a little meetup. A friend of mine has invited me to do a Disney meetup in Louisville, which, if any of you don't know, it's kind of centrally located on the East Coast for the most part. We've got people coming as far as Indiana, some people from further south in Tennessee. We got a few people from West Virginia coming over. It's going to be a neat event. We've got at least 15 people or so signed up. But if you're in the area or within a short drive of it, come hang out with us. We're going to be there from 1 to 4 p.m. November 6th. Me and Chandler and quite a few people from the WDW radio group. There's going to be donations accepted for Lisa Donato Glassner's run, which is actually going to support Give Kids the World. So it's a good thing. We're going to hang out, just have some fun time there, eat some food, just enjoy. Just enjoy having some conversations about Disney with Disney friends. And I think it's going to be something fun that we may end up doing more in the future. But we're giving it kind of a concept run, and it's been fun to see the response and see the people that are interested in it. So I'll be in Louisville this Saturday with Chandler and some friends of Disney Space.
Amazing, Collin. And
Disney space.
and the good thing is that it would be wonderful if you can share with us in our after hours community and exclusively
posted,
there.
I think.
No, but
I'm
share
not sure.
some special videos live from there.
Maybe they might be able to do that.
Impromptu lives,
Depends on the service, but yeah.
But only for the after hours community. Ka-ching.
That would be fun.
Oh, let's say hi to Kim Bobson is here. Lisa getting Island. Yeah, Lisa was a bit bad. Luis Gilberto Tavares, all the way from Belém do Pará, Brazil, is here too. Hi, buddy. How are you?
Kim's saying she's going Saturday, so
yes,
look forward to seeing you.
I have to plan with Jim, with Ryan's. Ryan, we have to meet in La Cajeta, which is close by here. We have to meet that. I'll send you a message. Definitely, we need to. It's pretty close in, and they have a wonderful Cuban coffee.
Waiting for my invite.
If you want to join us here, it's good.
No, he went to dinner without us. He doesn't get to go.
He never been to Miami.
No one's invited me.
I haven't either.
Come on, give me a break.
You know.
Yeah, give me a break.
I'm just gonna show up one of these days and not tell Carlos, just to see the look on his face when I show up.
Wait till I do a lunch break from Miami.
Yeah, that would
Exactly.
be wonderful. I would love to do that.
Thanks
There's
all.
just
And,
beautiful
and
benches here.
he's getting his workout in the meantime. Like he's like, what? What?
Just show up there.
He comes running out. What? I kill him.
If you see my workout, people think that I'm pumping iron with those machines. No, it's like
It's like this.
oh.
He's lifting paper clips.
Oh, Carlos. your shoulders.
Okay, buddies.
It's kind of weird because it doesn't look like he's massaging his own shoulders there.
But you know one thing. Let me show you here from here.
Oh, is he gonna stretch it out?
Look.
Oh,
Ooh.
YMCA.
Yeah, I can do everything.
He's got the
now,
village people. We'll get him a hard hat. He can go dance
Young
on the
man.
balcony.
And so
That's
now
the
it's
next Marvel moment.
now it's Jason's turn. He didn't want it. He went right away. So,
What's funny is my captions are so far behind,
oh really?
like really far behind. I don't know if everybody else is like that. But
Let me see.
But
Let
we
me see.
speak English, so we're good. It's
Yeah,
really weird.
Yeah, we're fine here. We're still live. We're still live. Yeah.
Everybody's commenting about how Louisville's pronounced. Yeah, everybody gets
Louisville.
that wrong. Even the
Louisville.
pilots when they fly into the airport.
So
Welcome to Louisville. No,
the
not
topic-
quite.
The topic of tonight's top three. It is the following: top 3 Disney Pixar short films. I love that because it show off my age a lot. Generations, different generations here, I think. But it was I think I loved it, but I would do it different. I will start with mine first now, because I'm always the last.
And he's sad about it.
I am sad about it.
when he wants to go first, it usually means he's going to cheat.
No, there's nothing.
Usually.
There's nothing wrong. Nothing.
He wants to go last. It also means he wants to
I have 3. I have no honorable mention. I have nothing like that. And they're really short. Anything. Okay. And everybody's loving Louisville.
Yeah.
We want to hear about your short shorts.
I don't
Well,
have
sorry.
any short shorts.
Your short shorts.
Oh, Claire already.
He's taking a part-time job at Hooters.
Claire is already voting here. Bao, Luna. Let's start with mine. So I basically pick classics, and I pick Walt Disney Shorts classic, even from a long time ago. And the first one, it is is actually a Mickey short, and it's Mickey and the Seal that I really love. Not only for Mickey's performance, but Pluto is amazing in this short. It is sweet, uplifting, is always fun. It's timeless for me. And the seal is really sweet. The way that they animated that, the scene, that particular scene in the bathtub is great. So it's Mickey and the Seal from 1948. My first short on the.
There used to be a Mickey Mouse alone.
Yes,
in
and
the
Peter said
dark.
Mickey and the bath bomb. They don't forget that.
That's the Carlos special feature. That's the bonus footage.
Valerie saying, "I love you." One thing, and Carrie say, "I like that one too." Good. One thing. Let's go. Who is going to be the next one? Jason, Collin.
I can go. I don't care.
Okay, Collin. So let's go to your third, if you remember.
Oh, my screen froze for a second.
No,
What did you
you're
say?
okay.
I lost everything for a second.
Let's go to your third, if you remember.
Okay. Yeah, so my third is actually Piper. And if you're familiar with the Pixar Short Film Festival at Epcot, you've probably seen this, at least if you've seen the second version of the Pixar Short Film Festival. And I kind of love this.
Yes.
To me, this is kind of a showcase of what the RenderMan software can do at Pixar and what the animation tier can do. I mean, the fact that some of these scenes are animated, from the grains of sand to the depth of field that they have created artificially, is truly impressive. And I know this is a short film that took quite some time to animate, and it also has a storyline that's comparable to something like a WALL-E. There's no words spoken the entire short, much like many of the Pixar shorts, actually. But there is this storyline that you follow through, and there is kind of a relatable story of kind of you get knocked down, you pick yourself back up, you figure it out, you learn things along the way. And I think it's one of those things that's a message you can interpret it any way you want to, but it is very uniquely well done, and it's comical along the way. But you can just see, like, if you go to the Short Film Festival at Epcot, and I know it's not the most popular attraction in the world, but you can look around you when that short's actually playing, and the reactions from people are really funny, because there's not a word spoken the entire time, but everybody kind of relates to it, and there's kind of a joyfulness to it. But it's simple, but it's a really good short.
I love that short. And one thing is the way that they can transmit emotions, even with the hermit crab. The way that he looks,
fantastic. It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible.
It is amazing.
And the way his little calls articulate, it's impressive.
You can tell his expressions. He's
excited. He's sad.
I think you also have a different experience, like children watching it and then parents watching it have a very different emotional reaction to it too, and it's
which is genius when you think about it, because literally nothing is said. It's just, I don't know, it's mind-boggling.
Yeah, and this was a tough this was really tough, because all of the films at the what is it called again, the animation, what do they call the thing at Epcot, and where the Captain EO and the Honey
Pixar Short Film Festival.
Yeah, that's why I don't know why they call it that, but anyway, it's if you haven't done it, you have to do it on your next visit to Epcot.
It's really
kind of funny that
really.
It's in the Genie.
Fun.
It's in the Genie system. Like you can actually lightning lane this. I don't understand,
because you literally just walk through the door and wait for the next show.
But it's so worth it. Just like what I'm never prepared for is how quickly the lights come up when it's all finished. Because I'm usually in tears, not from laughter, but like from and I'm like, let me just leave my glasses on for a minute, please. For a minute.
Could you just give me a second?
Yeah. Because there's that one. What's the film at the end? I'm totally going to cheat here, but what's the film at the end? It's
with the dog?
Yeah, what's that called?
It didn't make any of our list. It almost made my list, but I couldn't remember.
It almost made my list too.
The Feast.
Yeah,
it is.
Gosh,
but it's a
relatable story for many people.
My God.
But Jason, let's talk about your third option. Your third pick.
My third after the Feast.
Yeah,
we come to my third option, which. So this is a Disney Pixar. This is Presto, which I actually don't recall seeing before a film.
I don't remember this. No,
but
I don't remember this at all.
So I discovered it on Disney Plus when they started, putting these shorts up on Disney Plus. It is so great.
Amazing.
I mean, it's so good, and it's right up my alley. And Chris Shepard, if you haven't seen this, you got to watch it. It's so much fun, because my grandfather, who was a magician. He, like a legit magician, he had the act that he was that he won awards for was a magician, like a comedy magic act, which was really an act that's made for magicians to watch. And so watching this just totally reminded me of that. There's this like and the interplay between the rabbit and who just wants the darn carrot.
The way they can do it, punch into the. Feed me.
It's just, and I don't want to spoil anything. It's just,
it is amazing.
And it's just, and you're wondering, oh my gosh, like what's going to happen?
And
it's kill the rabbit.
It is, and it's also, it's a lot of humor. It's uplifting, and it's not sad at all. And it's great.
It's great.
It is classic. It is classic.
It really is, and I couldn't believe that I had missed it. I mean, this was.
I just looked it up. It was ahead of WALL-E, which doesn't seem like it would have been 2008, but it was ahead of WALL-E.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, which is odd.
But
none of us knew that.
It makes me wonder whether I even saw WALL-E in the theater. I don't think I did.
I don't think I did.
No, I saw in the theater and remember watching it there. Yes.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure if it was Wall-E or was Up, but yeah.
Well, great. Two great films go together. It's like chocolate and peanut butter.
Let's go to my second one. The second one is also a classic. It is, and it is the only one in all those lists here. Because if you're noticing, when I'm putting the cards, I'm adding the Disney Plus logo there. That means that you can watch it on Disney Plus. But this is the only one that you cannot find there, because actually there could be several reasons. One of the reasons is it's a little bit sad and dark, but it's a beautiful one, which is it has two names. It is the whale. Originally, is the whale who wanted to sing at the Met. It's from 1946. Is Willie the Whale, and I don't want to spoil anything, but it is a beautiful animation. The whale sings opera, and and the way it interacts with seals when when Willie is in the wild is beautiful. You cannot forget the way that he sings that, and it was part of a symbol of shorts in a movie called Make Mine Music, and you cannot find it in Disney Plus yet. I don't know why. It is. There's a dark twist on that. I don't want to go further on that. You have to watch it.
There's a dark twist on the
It
Willy
is,
Way.
no, it's not. It's not dark. It is sad. It is sad, but it's a beautiful.
Does he fall on his sword?
And I remembered when I was young. I remember following that, and I remember watching it a lot. Okay, Make Mine Music. Yes. That was my second option. Let's go to Collin's. Let me get here. Collin's number 2. Do you remember that, Collin?
Yeah, this one, this is one of my favorite things, and I don't know why. I've laughed about it for years, but it is the short Lifted. And if you all aren't familiar with this one, it's a little alien that tries to kidnap the kid, and he's got a million buttons on his little switchboard, and he can't find the right one.
Amazing.
So he just hits them all, and he's trying to lift this kid out of his house to abduct him. And he lifts him, and then he hits the wrong switch and smashes him into the wall, and then he hits another switch and it smashes him into the roof. And it's just, as a kid, I remember laughing to this hysterically, and it makes me laugh every time since. So it had to be on my list. And the reactions of both the characters that are in the spaceship are just simply priceless.
Yes.
And if I remember, something happens at the end of the short. I didn't rewatch it yesterday. I should have, but I probably wouldn't have been able to get through this if that was the case.
No, you have to watch.
Something weird happens at the end because like
you have
to
watch entirely, even during the credits. You have to pay attention to the credits. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, it's hilarious. If you've not seen it, it's worth brightening your day.
Like tonight, they do have a Marvel moment as
go.
today we're gonna have here too. Yeah. And Megan is saying, I never saw this one. So it's also in
this one
Disney.
was kind of buried after it came out, and I think you find it on Disney Plus if I remember correctly.
It is on Disney Plus. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike O'Reilly say, what about Steamboat Willie? Doesn't count as a short? Yes.
Yeah, it would count.
But it didn't.
Somebody said that's what Carlos looks like behind the After Hours Control Center.
It's getting close. It's getting close. Mary is also. I never saw the one. It is so funny. It's also in one of those shorts that it is pure laugh. It's just fun. Just fun.
There's no major story to it. It's just funny.
Yeah.
I don't remember what movie it was before. Maybe somebody can help us with that, but I can find it. But continue
2007.
Yeah, so it had to have been. I don't know. I'll figure
but one thing, watch out for the dates that I'm pointing out. Are the dates are officially the first showing. Some of those shorts were shown before they went with the feature premiere. So some of them were shown in some special festival, something like that. So there are some discrepancies on the dates. Okay, but let's go to Jason's number 2.
My number 2 is one I just talked about. I just talked about this week for the lunch break when we visited the Grand Destino. We talked about Destino, which is a It's a short Disney short that took 58 years or so to make.
finish.
They started working on this. Walt Disney and Salvador Dali began this project together in 1945, and then it was abandoned at some point. It kind of stalled out, and they resurrected it in the late 90s and finished it up in 2003. It is, I mean, it's interesting. It's kind of like a fever dream. The music is beautiful. The story is, it's emotional. I mean, if you know about Salvador Dali's art, you can kind of understand like the kind of. It's going to be a little
out
weird.
there.
It's
Yeah.
going to be a little. It's going to be a little weird. But it's a beautiful story. It's beautiful. It's about the time and what you can't have and what you long for. And it's. But for me, I saw this. I was inspired to see this after I had visited Grandestino Tower at Coronado Springs Resort in Walt Disney World because there's these references all throughout. There's Grandestino is the name of the tower. The Dahlia Lounge is named for Dahlia, who's pictured here. That's the main character from the short. And when you watch this movie and then you visit Grandestino, you realize like, oh my goodness, everything in this hotel is a reference back to something in this movie. The art and the chandeliers and the just the sort of the way that some of the windows are shaped, and so it's just it's worth watching in and of itself because it's beautiful. It's worth watching just because to know that this has Walt's fingerprints all over it, from a creative genius standpoint, but also you really can't fully appreciate Grandestino Tower without seeing this movie. I mean, you can appreciate it, but seeing this movie and then visiting the tower, you'll be blown out.
Yeah, you're right.
Just love it.
All right.
Love it. And it's on Disney Plus.
It is.
It's
on
also
Disney
played.
Plus, yeah.
It's also played in the resort on lots of different televisions within the resort.
Yes,
too,
you're
so,
right.
yeah.
But it is on Disney Plus, and is as I mentioned, I think all of our shorts here are on Disney Plus. The only one that is not is the Willy the Whale one. Okay,
The one where he pierces himself with the sword.
kind of. It's sad, but it says it gets a nice twist to it also too. Let's see. Okay, so let me go to my first pick. And there was some comment here that I saw before. I think Caleb said, I like any Disney short with Spikey the Bee. And there were so many of those shorts that they were not making the list here, that you have those regular character like Spikey the Bee, all those three bears that Donald, who used to be the park ranger. I don't know if Collin probably doesn't know about that, but they were pretty famous. The Donald Park Rangers and the bears. They're always great. Collin, you're a moot.
Oh, it was so
Oh. enjoyable for. I've seen the photos like that. Press photos. I've not seen the video.
And actually,
Show me.
I'm bringing my number one. It is a favorite, and actually I was mentioning about that 2 weeks ago. I was joking something with Pedro here, and I mentioned about Lambert, and it's Lambert the sheepish lion, and it's the whole plot. The whole plot is great. It's not that it's too much original, but you can see that the ugly duck tail on that, but the way that the portrayal and the expressions you have with Lambert, since he is really young, the way that he cuddles with his mom, and he's being bullied by the other sheeps, and the way that he grows up in first like a sheep, and then he turns to this brave lion. But that expression, it is something that I would never forget, because and it's one of those old shorts that you can have assembled in different other movies that they did, but it is really special one. Lambert, the sheepish lion, which is from 1952. Have you ever watched that, Collin?
No.
Why that? I felt something.
Very
like-
dismissive. Yeah.
Yeah,
I have seen it. I haven't
Oh,
seen it
sorry.
Why would I
forever.
have watched
I haven't
that?
seen it. I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Sorry, buddy.
No.
Yeah, oh.
Okay, so if you're scrolling through Disney Plus and you've never heard of this before, would you click on the sheepish lion?
Yes, but do that. You're gonna love that. It is funny, and it's funny, and it's the expression. Look this. Just those expressions is enough for me.
He's so proud.
That's like Carlos. You went to Steakhouse 71 without me?
Exactly.
Yeah. No.
I don't blame him,
No,
though.
no. There were no tears there.
He's not crying. Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah. Carousel came all the way back around.
But yeah, Collin, you're number one now.
Yeah. Can't be sheepish lion. But so, my number one had to be For the Birds, and I believe this. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this was before Monsters Incorporated, if I remember correctly. But this is hilarious. I don't really care who you are. This is like my comedy to a T. Just you got this
kinda
giant
looks
weird
like you.
bird. It kind of does. I'm kind of disappointed to agree with you, but it's kind of sadly true. But this giant bird sticks out like a sore thumb, and it's a funny story about just the way that something sticks out, and that it's funny, and that you can have a good laugh at it, and it's still fun at the end of the day. And there is kind of a little plot line to this, but again, very similar to Lifted. It's just meant to be pretty funny, and it was just that. And if you want to see tons of birds without feathers at the end of it, stick around to the end. But if you've not seen this, most people have. For me, I think the best version of this that you could see in the past was at the Pixar Short Film Festival before they changed it, when they used to actually use the effects that were in the theater to actually lift and lower the seats. It was hilarious because as the wire went up and down, you'd feel it, and then when they let go of it, you'd feel that too. It was just, I don't know. To me, this is one that's always been the pinnacle of Pixar funny short films. And realistically, it does have kind of an odd lesson for its time in it built into it that's more applicable to modern media today than it was then. But still, nonetheless, it's a great short. It's a lot of fun.
And from those from all the shorts that we have here is the one that it won Academy Award for short
Indeed.
film. Yeah, for short animation, and I like when those little birds start gossiping. It is the first time I watched that. I thought probably I was laughing so hard that it is a classic. It is a classic.
It literally, if you can get through that without laughing, there's something wrong with you.
along with Lambert is a really, really good movie. Jason.
Oh, that's right. So I was just confirming something.
What?
Okay. So my number one short happens to
probably
be.
cheated.
It actually appeared before what is my number one Disney movie, and so it's like a perfect combination. And I don't know whether it's like related to that. I don't know if one caused the other or not. But for me, my number one is Lava. This thing, I still to this day I cannot watch this without like getting goosebumps and a little teary, even just thinking about it. The song, I have a dream, I hope will come true, that you're here with me and I'm here with you. I mean, I can't even get through the tune without choking up. It's there's something about this. It's this mythological reference to the formation of the Hawaiian Islands. It's the story, for those who aren't familiar. The story is this volcano who's alone, and he just wants somebody to love. He wants somebody to lava. Which the whole
story of my life.
And as he's singing and he's aging and he's singing this and he's aging and what he doesn't know is that below below the on the ocean floor, there's a volcano there that's hearing this tune and is growing stronger and stronger and trying to reach up to meet him, and then they miss. Oh, goodness! I can't do it. I can't. You just got to go. You have to watch it. It's Lava, 2015. It was before Inside Out, which again, man, I know Carlos has never seen the movie.
Yeah, no, I never saw the Inside Out, but I saw Lava. Yes,
You should
I like
watch both.
Inside Out.
yeah.
Inside Out is, I think the
There's literally a
most
bing
emotionally.
bong, like right over there.
I think it's the most emotionally sophisticated movies and emotionally complex movies that Disney or Pixar has ever done.
That's
It's great.
probably
Anyway.
fair.
I will
Yeah,
get
it's probably
sophisticatedly depressed. So
It's possible.
No, because there's resolution, and it's all good.
Not for Bing Bong.
No, there's resolution for Bing.
no, Megan, I never watched. There's some movies that for me I have a break that.
Toy Story 4, Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3 and 4.
Helena, as soon as this is over, you need to go watch. Wait for the Marvel moment, and then go watch Disney Plus and watch Lava. You will and then let us know how you feel afterwards. It is so good. It is the tune will stay in your head for days in a good way.
The song is amazing, but
I picture Carlos playing his little ukulele.
Elena, you have to watch after. One thing for everybody watching us, you have to watch today's show until the end of the credits, because we're gonna have a surprise Marvin video there. That's it. Okay, it's a great movie. Okay, and are we done? Yes, we're done.
That's all we got.
Yes. And I was trying.
I'm gonna watch all those. I'm gonna watch all of those over the next few days.
Yes, we need to watch all of them. And but one thing, what happened is that sorry, Jason,
Well, I don't know if I can find the whale of a tail.
No, you can. The whale you can.
YouTube.
It's on YouTube. Yes, you can watch it on YouTube. It's the only one that is not there. But all the other ones you can watch it, and it was worth. I know that Lifted is not so common for a lot of people. Lava too, and Presto, they're great. And please, Collin, watch Lambert. You're gonna love Lambert.
see.
You're gonna love Lambert.
And please, Jeff, return the trams.
Yes. But sorry,
Jason's tired of walking.
I was really distracted because
Yeah, me too. I thought it was Colin, but then he was muted.
no, he was
Nope,
muted
it's not me.
and I was keeping hearing those things that
Maybe it's that little dude on the shelf behind you.
yes, or the one behind those sparkling red eyes that I see behind Jason, I think.
He's little, so he's probably not that dangerous. But he makes that weird noise.
So who is going to come up with the line, huh?
What line?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's that sound? Yes, Caleb. What's that sound? This is our fan favorite segment. Jason, can you explain what's that sound?
Well, I would love to explain.
Great.
What's that sound is your favorite, my favorite, Collin Kendall's favorite segment here on After Hours, where
Debatable.
we will play for you a brief little bit of sound, little itsy bitsy part, just a tiny bit of sound for somewhere in Walt Disney World. Your job, should you choose to play, and you might as well because you're here, your job is to tell us as specifically as possible what that sound is, where it was coming from, even maybe the year it was recorded, how much it cost. And if you guess correctly, make sure you put it in the comments. Don't just talk to yourself. I mean, you can talk to yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. I keep telling people. But you should also put it in the comments. And if this week, if you get all three correct, Collin Kendall will come to your house and he will reenact that scene where the alien tries to take the child from the house, and it will lift your child into the air like in Lion King, and he will carry him around.
I'll rent a
It's
helicopter.
it's a whole bit he does.
And
I'm hungry though, so be warned.
and he would do that playing ukulele.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of buttons. It's very talented.
Okay, so let's go to the first one, buddies. Let me get ready here. Let me put a lot of sound for what's that sound. Let's go to the number 1 in 1, 2, and 3.
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh, I know what this is.
a little rumbly in my tumbly.
Again in 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, Mary's going to make Collin dinner. There you go.
I'm okay with that.
So Collin has to guess. Collin has to guess correctly, I think, and then Mary. Then I think that's. How
I know
it
what
works.
this is. I'm pretty positive.
I do it again in 1, 2, and 3.
So I think somebody's gonna get this like immediately, and they already have.
Ryan saying carousel, Lisa light pageant, Mary saying Winnie the Pooh,
Megan saying "oop."
yeah. Megan saying electric water pageant, Laura saying Tomorrowland something.
Oh,
I can't tell that sound yet. That's what I call it. This is what Chris is saying. No, I don't. Carlos is talking after Taco Bell. I don't eat at Taco Bell.
You should.
That's the
Maybe we
reason.
fix your
That's the
arm.
reason. That's the reason. Carmen say water pageant. Heather saying water pageant. Mark Jones saying water pageant. Chris Little Mermaid. Caleb saying electric water pageant. Yes, Mark Jones, it's me after. No. It's even worse than that sound.
I had a bad chalupa.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Jason, people got it right already.
They got it right. Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of
This was
correct
too
answers.
easy.
Let's
A lot of
take a look
correct.
at the-
Let's go to the
reveal.
review.
Are you reading the captions? Did you see the captions that are coming up? You.
No, Steven saw that.
I was reading the comments.
I was reading comments.
Anyway.
Okay.
I made it happen. Okay.
So let's go to the second one in 1, 2, and 3.
Oh.
Hello to our buddy Selby is here.
Hello,
Selby.
Selby.
Yes. Mary saying the captions were funny. I'm not seeing it with the captions yet.
Yeah,
so.
it was for the captions were funny.
Water. Elena saying water pageant brings me a lot of memories. Okay, so let's
around
go.
longer than about me, I think.
Let me show the second one again. Chrissy saying Cases Corner. Ryan Chimp saying Cases. Caleb Main Street Pianist. Carlene is saying Bob. It's not Bob Chapin.
Oh, yeah, Bob.
Oh yes.
It's a different noise. Here you go, Carlos. Here's your chance.
Yeah. No, I don't have it ready. Ka-ching, ka-ching. Definitely Colin's ringtone. That was
It
a
could
long
be.
one, yes. Casey's Corner.
Mine's the old
nine-
Listen to the Land song, actually.
Chicago Mike is saying.
I thought I'd get him on this one. I thought I'd maybe a
No,
little
no,
stump.
that's easy.
No,
That's
no, these guys
Mike,
are good.
Michael, Chicago Mike said Casey's Corner.
I'm not really sure. 'cause
Michael
both my
Riley,
answers
Hop
are
Bob.
listed.
Casey's Pianist. Well, a lot of people got it right. Claire from Mexico is saying Claire from Mexico is saying the piano is at Casey's. Hop Bob. No, actually. So let's reveal it. I miss Jim. I miss Jim a lot.
Yeah.
But what happened to Jim?
This is like looks like young Jim though.
Yeah, but this guy is really good. The guy is really good. And
You know what I'd do to
Jim
be
was
able to
like
do
that.
this?
Jim was like that. So. And Jim, what happened to Jim is that Jim decided to retire. I remember talking with Jim before the whole thing started, and he was already mentioning that. And, actually,
And how long was Jim there?
Like 50 years.
No, from
Literally. It
from
was like 40.
No, it couldn't be 50 because we were.
It was close. Yeah.
from 1983
Oh, okay.
to 2000.
So like 40 years.
2019 or 2020 actually. I spoke with him January 2020, and there was and that was something that I noticed that he was about to go to. He said, playing in cold days outside is already being painful for me. He said. Okay,
But but look at this young guy. Imagine if he has a 35-year run ahead of him.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's the way I see it. Like, because
Yeah,
he's
you're right.
animated, he's friendly,
He's friendly, yeah.
Right. And just like think about it, like 35 years, he may still be there playing like Jim was.
But this isn't the same guy that does the Grand Floridian now, is it?
No, the guy.
No, that's
that,
the same guy. That he came back. That guy.
Oh,
came
he
back.
did come
There's
back?
actually two
Okay.
people that do that. Yeah, but yeah, that's a different guy.
Claire from Mexico is saying the tune the tune was "Ain't She Sweet."
Oh.
Look,
I'm surprised she knows that song.
yeah, but that's Claire from Mexico. Yeah,
That's true. Claire from England, different story.
and I can hear Wally.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Something he's very unhappy about, apparently.
Wally.
Yeah, so let's go to the third one in 1, 2, and 3. That is the one that you're gonna get, everybody.
Maybe.
That's a really weird version of that song.
I love that song though.
It's a good
Right?
song.
A beautiful
Good song. Sing it, Carlos.
Disney, not now. Disney Springs. Mary said again. Let's go again. So let me. I will do it from here. I will do it live. I'll do it live. Carrie saying the new kite show. Michael saying cavalcade and animal kingdom. Caleb saying Disney Sky Tales. Lara saying sounds so familiar, but I don't know. Kite Tales, kite show. Sing it, Jason. Chicago Mike is asking that. Well,
I'll sing it to you live, Mike. When I see you next.
you do it live. Do it live. Yeah. Well, the song is from Finding Nemo.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
not originally.
Yeah. No, but they use it in.
That's in Finding
Yeah.
Nemo?
Yes. Yes. The name of the song is Under the Sea. No. Yes.
No, it's not.
No.
I don't think so.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I think it's the same. It's the same. I think so.
No, I don't think so.
You're
No.
trying to get me to sing. I know what you're doing.
Pre-show at Kite Tales. Three Caballeros. Elena saying Mark Williamson Kite Show. Tom Sawyer Island is what Carmen say. King Bobson is saying Kite Tales. Animal Kingdom Kite Show. Kite Show. Clara from Mexico is saying. Yes. No. Sorry. It's Beyond the Sea.
It's Beyond the
But
Sea.
it's La
isn't it?
Mer
Okay.
is the name of the song.
Yeah, but the version that they did is Beyond the Sea.
Somewhere beyond the sea, someone's
somewhere.
waiting for me. Something
Yes.
like that, right?
Tom Sawyer. Okay, so let's reveal it because a lot of people got it
While
right.
others dance
I
on
thought it
golden
would be much more difficult than that, but a lot of people got it right. Yes, it's the kite show in Animal Kingdom.
Look at that.
Yes, buddies. Yes.
Couldn't stump him this week.
And this episode of What the Sound was brought to you by Carlos and the Pontos. And Beyond the Sea, and tell me Ponto. And it's funny because I know Ponto Orlando and Ponto Miami are my profiles that you can find in both Facebook and Instagram. If you want to, particularly if you go to Instagram, I think it's easier because you can follow not only the pictures but you can translate there, and it's great. And also I do have, and thanks God for the last 2 weeks I'm not being nobody's stepping in my toes there, but I do have a live show every Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Then it's the Ponto Live. You can watch it both in Facebook or in YouTube, because in YouTube is always better. Okay, and talking about YouTube, don't forget that after hours we do have our shows there. We have our segments, and we do have some cuts, and you can watch it the previous shows. You can watch part of this show right there right now during the weekend. Usually I work on that to get everything right, so do that. And don't forget that for us it's really important that you like and share whatever we're doing in Facebook or in YouTube. Please like and share. It's pretty important to us. Let me go. What's
As we were
that?
singing, I thought I'd put my hat on.
Oh, that remember, you can leave your hat on. You remember Joe Cocker. Buddies, it was an amazing show tonight. Thank you very much for you, Jason, to you, Collin. It was always great to be with you. For all the nice audience that is with us, please,
And the not so nice audience.
they're all nice.
you're
They're
okay, too.
amazing. They're all sweet. And they please stay until the end of the credits. There's always the Marvel moment that we have here in After Hours. And don't forget that next week we're not going to be doing the show on Thursday, but we're going to be doing the show Wednesday 9 p.m. Wednesday
do it
9
live.
And we do it live.
We'll do it live.
We do it live. Okay,
Colin's
now.
creeping me out a little bit.
for now.
Oh, there's that.
Yeah. Things, the winds of change. There's a wind blowing.
Oh, that's that fortune cookie again.
Okay.
You hear that? You hear that? The winds change.
The winds of change. To all of you, please, thank you very much for watching us. Have a magical rest of the week. Stay safe. Be kind. And we're going to see you next week, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Bye-bye.
Love
See
you
ya.
guys.
Ready to begin, let the wonder take hold. Feel it draw you in. Watch the moment unfold. Spark a
stories, losses and all the glories were changed by the way we live every day. Just look up and reach to the sky. We all have the courage to fly. The story comes alive when we look inside a new adventure there in your eyes. Just beginning, feel your heart beat faster. Shout and find your happily ever after.
I can't get to sleep. I think about the implications of diving into deep, and possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over situations I know will be alright. Perhaps it's just my imagination. Day after day it reappears, and night after night my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Come back another day.